Look, possibly it's a late in terms of what the Prime Minister has said, but at the end of the day, whoever is going to be the next governor, what you require is somebody who has the economic and capital markets, etc., understanding. Somebody who understands the Indian economy well, and is going to work. And now, take for instance, if I might just digress, I think one of the important things for us would be, we talk about cliche-wise GST, ease of doing business, tax terrorism, infrastructure is weak. I think that's wrong. To me, it's the battlefront lies with two things, maybe three things. One, if I'm talking about finance, where the governor and the government could play an important role, actually they have started that, making the cost of finance lower. To me, it's a question of my SME, MSME and businesses getting better funding, low-cost funding. The world is willing to give that. Our Prime Minister is reaching out for that. We need to put mechanisms in place for that to happen, like this fund of funds. If there are venture capitalists globally, if you can put a fund of funds, they will give monies at inexpensive rates. It will happen. The intent is very good. You take our finance minister, you take our Minister of State for Finance, Mr. Sinha, they're dead bent on making this happen. But it needs to gather, because the Olympics are coming, Usain Bolt is going to run fast. We also got to run a little faster there. What's happening in startups? Objective, to make this the capital for India. But what is happening is that people come up with ideas, but they move to Bangalore, they move elsewhere, because easier funding is available. Rent in terms of accommodation, office space is less expensive. And so our objective is to, which we have sounded the government, and we want to put the partnership in place, is to get inexpensive place for these people. Maybe at 50 rupees a day, get them a desk and other infrastructure to support them. If they register the patent here, then the tax is at a concessional rate. Work with the center and the state to see that there is an increase in the tax holiday. And of course, we wanted to launch the fund of funds. That was one of our objectives.
All this scheme of things, particularly when it comes to the industries, how crucial will be GST? Because that would be a game changer for the whole of manufacturing. That is where the whole push has been, as you're also rightly mentioning with other things. Now finally, with the government having the numbers, you as an industrialist or as a commerce chamber, do you think finally this monsoon session GST will see the light of the day?
It's difficult to say, but somebody, Rahul was talking in his speech today. I don't think it's too far away. And you can see the Prime Minister also has reached out. From what news reports that I've gathered over the last month and a half, is that the gap between the thinking has narrowed down substantially. So I'm sure there will be a way that it will go through.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.